Hello everyone, it is time for another edition of Old Try Hard Gaming with me, RollCageTV, where they say of me, he does the best he can with what he's got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of possible interruptions. It's possible that there might be a jump cut in the middle of this episode. It's possible that this episode might be broken into two parts. I guess we'll see. Let's get the game loaded while I chat about what's going on. My car would not start. It is past 4:30 here in Minnesota. It is below zero temperatures, or will be. And to get battery service is going to be, they say, 4 hours. No, they say not until like 8 o'clock at the earliest. It's like 4:35 now. But I'm not going to take a chance, and I'm only going to do 2 hours in the stream. And if the driver calls me, or if AAA calls me, I will obviously accept the call and pause the stream, and then come back and let you know, oh, it's the driver, we're ending here. I do not expect another call back until after I'm finished with the stream. So, but yes, this is, my number is going to be off. It's not going to be divisible by 6 anymore. Actually, I'll probably do another hour tomorrow to make up for it. So, but yes, that's where we are at. That's the explanation to the Twitch people. Set the expectation for the Twitch people, and also set the expectation for the YouTube. So if this is a part 1 and a part 2 comes out 5 minutes later, apologize, but that is not to be avoided. And if there's a jump cut in the middle, same thing, not to be avoided. So if it's a quick call, status call, then I'll just have a jump cut and pause my timer if I remember and come back. If it's the driver, then I will end. All right, here we are. We are on the way of doing something, I'm sure. What was that? I don't know. Oh, it was something to do with logs. I know that. Let me look at the map. Maybe that'll remind me. Yes, I was coming here with this truck up to here and picking up a sideboard semi-trailer, and then coming here and picking up both the 4 medium logs and the 2 long logs, because I can actually do that in the sideboard semi-trailer, and then take all of them over to where they need to be delivered, and then bring another truck from the garage that actually has a long bed. Actually, probably both trucks will go back. I don't know if it's safe to take them back in tandem. This truck will get a replace with the trailer, long trailer, and then the other truck will get the short trailer, the double short trailer. Double short trailer? I still can only do 2 at a time. No, actually, it doesn't matter. I'll just load up 3 and then deliver them, load up 3 and then deliver them. Yeah, that'll be cool. Okay, first goal, though, is to get to the sideboard trailer. And it is morning, so it should be fairly clear sailing here. Now, obviously, the logs don't belong in the... also, I should say, if my sound is a little different, a little bad, a little quieter, I'm trying to talk louder, but my microphone is not in its usual position, because I'm going to turn this up so I can hear it better. Yes, if my sound is not in its usual position, it is because I have to keep one ear off of my head to hear my phone, and unfortunately the only place I can have a phone is on the same side of the headset as my microphone. So the microphone is also farther away than it usually is. It sounds okay to me as I am streaming this, listening to it back, but it might not quite be as good. And if someone tells me, oh, it's even better when the microphone is turned down, well, you can just go leave a comment, and I'll appreciate it. I would not be surprised if someone leaves a comment and says, oh, the mic's farther away? That's perfect. Anyway, not just the volume, but the audio quality may suffer, may sound more muffled because of the noise reduction, but it is not to be avoided. This episode, next episode might be a little scuffed, because they'll be done while waiting for AAA. Yes, I said on this, I'm streaming this on a Saturday. Normally I do 3 episodes on Saturday and then 6 episodes on Sunday. SnowRunner. I mentioned during the MotoGP 25 stream that I do 3 hours of that on Saturday, then 3 hours of this on Sunday. I mentioned during that stream earlier today that I did have to move my car, and I was worried about the battery. I had to move it on the street, and I was worried, even though I ran it quite some time yesterday, it was getting really cold, and I went out in the heat of the day to move it back in the parking lot. I had to move it away from the parking lot because it was, they were plowing the parking lot. But when I went today to bring it back in, without a lot of surprise, to be honest, it wouldn't start. So, because it's much colder, and it wasn't as cold as it was yesterday. It got down well below 0 Fahrenheit last night, and it's going to be even colder tonight. So when I go out there, I hope the service guy is warmly dressed, because yeah, it's going to be pretty cold. It's already around 0 degrees Fahrenheit, which is something like minus 17, something like that, Celsius. I don't know the exact conversion. You can always look it up. Never fails you find out how good your battery is on the first negative day. Yeah. Well, you know, even it was my own fault. Even in the fall, when it was starting to get cool, I was like, I have to give this a little gas to start. I shouldn't have to give a little gas to start. It should start just from the starter. So I was a little worried about the battery then. And but then we got snow and cold pretty early. Well, not really early for Minnesota. It's going back up to 40 degrees later in the week. 40 degrees Fahrenheit, so above freezing, quite a bit above freezing. So, well, quite a bit, meaning like 5 degrees C plus, which is better than minus 17 degrees C, I suppose. But yeah, this will be the first time I've had to replace the battery in this car. I bought it used. I've had it for 2 years, and I bought it from the guy that owns the service station I normally go to. So, and he's a really good guy. You know, he would not have intentionally given me a car with a bad battery, but you know, I'm sure the battery was old. It tested fine when he tested it, and you know, tested fine when he tested it, I'm sure. Okay, let's get a semi-fuel truck, first of all. No, off-water carrier. Well, that one works too. I can still hitch to that. And refuel. Yes, please. I know it's only 22 gallons, but you never know with this thing. It doesn't suck down doesn't suck down the fuel like other vehicles do, but it still only can carry so much. Yeah, we're supposed to hit around that sometime next week. If you don't mind, whereabouts do you live? You live in the U.S., Midwest, or you live somewhere else? You don't have to be specific. You don't have to answer at all if you don't want to. I live in beautiful and sunny It is very sunny, which is one of the reasons why it's so cold. All the warm air isn't being trapped in the snow and cloud cover. Beautiful and sunny Twin Cities, Minnesota area. You live in Michigan. All right. You know, you don't have to be more specific than that if you don't want, but yeah, I imagine the UP, you get socked in the UP with massive amounts of snow, more snow than we get here. Depending where you are in Michigan, you probably get, I mean, if you're close to Lake Erie, you know, Detroit area, you're actually on the, I don't think you're on the side of the lake that gets the dumping though. More like Buffalo on the other side of Lake Erie really gets the 2-foot snows. But yes, you're not quite as north as me. No place in Michigan is quite as north as me. But well, no, the UP is farther north. So yeah, and by lakes, so you get a lot more. You're in the thumb. That's right. You told me you're in the thumb. So like Green Bay area, something like that. Milwaukee, Green Bay. Yeah, if you're more like the Green Bay area, have fun in the snow. I hope you got a good sled. About 2 hours north of Detroit. Yeah, okay. Did I say Milwaukee? I'm thinking of, sorry, I'm thinking about Wisconsin. No, the Michigan thumb, not the Wisconsin skeleton thumb. Yeah, so you're in Michigan. I gotta get my stuff right. Not in Wisconsin. Got it. I know Michigan pretty well. I used to get up to Detroit a bit for business back when I was working for a trucking company, or a software company that made software for trucking companies. I visited a lot of trucking companies. So yeah, you're not in the UP, but you're pretty far up there. Yeah, we're having the polar vortex, blizzard bomb, cyclone, whatever they're calling it now. We had the snow a couple days ago, and now we're having the cold, the frigid cold. Yeah, I could have picked a better path through here, but I know this truck can get through the ice, so I'm not worried about it. Let's try to stay on good ice as much as possible. Oh, that's soft too, huh? I don't know where the good ice is. I haven't memorized it. It's probably not there for sure. Well, I'm just gonna have to cut it through the middle. The good ice is around on here, but yeah, there isn't a lot of good ice, to be honest. This way is pretty much bad ice all the way, and it's a big heavy truck, but it's a big heavy truck that can do the job. Currently 15 feels like -20. Well, it's warmer there then. Bad ice is white. Yeah, it's all bad. It's all white here. I know the darker shiny stuff is better, but why am I'm supposed to be, I wasn't supposed to be going this way, was I? Oh, I missed my turn. Oh, darn it. Well, now I gotta back this thing up. I got too fixated on the ice. I'm sure backing this thing up will be very easy in the ice. Don't hit the rock. Don't hit the rock. You're gonna jackknife. Well, even if I jackknife a little bit, I'll be fine. Yeah, wind chill doesn't really apply for cars. And wind chill, in case you don't know, your skin isn't made of glass. And the wind chill figures were calculated based on freezing time of water in a glass beaker. So the actual wind chill is more like halfway between the temperature and the wind chill figure. So if it's 15 and it feels like, and wind chill is -20, then it's probably more like -5 to 10. something like that. Yeah. So you've got a adjustment of 35. So you cut that in half. That's like 17. So it's really only like 5 below. Yeah, it is a nifty fact. I learned that from reading science magazines. I read a lot of science magazines, but nobody is motivated to change those figures, and they were created like in the 1800s, early 1900s. Nobody is willing to correct those figures to make them more accurate, because if they did, they would be publishing higher numbers, and nobody's going to publish higher numbers on a weather forecast and be responsible for people freezing to death because they didn't think it was as cold as it is, because they're used to the other numbers. Anyway, it's a little under, it's going to get down like -5 here, -10 maybe tonight. And then tomorrow night it's going to be, I'm talking air temperature, and tomorrow night it's going to be like -15, -20. So, yeah. Okay, good. I get to turn around easily here. Now, do I use the... Yeah, I use the crane right from here. I don't need to detach it. We get to see my crane prowess. I mean, I could pull this thing up, you know, and load it individually, but try to get it as straight as I can. It's not going to be easy. And keep the tires on. Then I'm going to have to back this up a little bit. Get a little angle. Wait a minute. Is that where I'm picking them up? Do they not have manual loading? Oh no, it's up ahead. It's not here. It's up there. Okay, I was wondering where's the manual loader? That's for the planks. Our load tonight is still 4. Okay. Well, my guess is you get more snow than us. Our snow never melts. That's the difference between Minnesota and a lot of other places. Our snow never melts. I'll get the crane kind of close to where it's going to come out. Okay. I think that should be close enough. It's not quite straight, but it'll be fine. Activate anchor. And crane mode. No, don't do crane mode yet. I gotta do the cargo. Let's do the long ones first. And into the loading platform. 1, 2, 3. And yeah, I should do that. And now crane mode. Yay. Now, I haven't practiced this in a long time. Not since Kola Peninsula. That's been a long time ago. So we'll get to see how good I am at this. Can I get that released? Yeah. Okay. Now down. Now, I'm not seeing the dot. Because I'm not carrying a log trailer, they're not showing me the balance dot, which makes it a little bit harder. Wait, is it not open? It wasn't open. Okay. Let's get up a little bit. Swing. There we go. And lower. And lower. And I'll be better off if I just get 1, but it looks like I'm going to grab 2. Yeah, okay. That'll make this a little harder. I might drop. Okay, I just dropped 1, so that's cool. I still got good balance on the second one. Make sure the arm isn't going to interfere. I have to lower it a little bit. Yeah, I got real good balance on the second one. I was lucky. Just a little bit. And how these go in isn't really important. Yeah, I've got to do full extension here to get it in properly. That's one. I only need 6. I'm not going to get all of these in one trip, because I need 2 loads, which is 6, which will go on the bottom, but then 4 is 12. I'm not going to get 12 logs on top of the 6 logs. So I'll just take half of the medium logs, and then I'll have to send another truck back to get the last 2 loads, which is okay because I can get a double. I can do double on the other truck. Is that going to stay? Not bad. Coaster, hello there. How you doing? We're whoops, wrong button. We are doing the cheese here on these logs. Rather than making what would that be? 1, 2, 3. Rather than making 6 trips, we're only going to have to make 2 from here. Though we will have to make a trip from the garage. Is that high enough? No, it's nowhere near high enough. I did not get a good balance point. Okay, that might be a... Oh, I can get a little higher. Come on. It's not turning anymore. I'm at the max rotate. I can still do it. Perfect. Perfect! Now what I'm going to have to do when I get there is, how are things going? My car would not start, so I'm kind of in a hurry to get this done. I'm only going to do 2 episodes today. Normally I do 3 on Saturday. But I got AAA coming, and it's pretty cold here, which means AAA is going to take a couple hours to get, like 4 hours to get here. If I just had a jump, they'd be fine, but I have to get a jump and a battery service, because I think my battery is going to be an issue. I purposely grabbed it a little bit more to the front, so that the side near my, or towards the back, so that the side near my crane would be lower, but I ended up messing that up. So we'll just play it by ear here. How's the audio sound, Coaster? It's going to sound a little different because I have my left ear. I have my left ear, headset ear, lower because farther away. Because that'll be fine. Push that and then push that. Whoa. Maybe turn it somewhere. Up a little bit. I had it and then I lost it. Lower. There we go. Drop. Oh! Well, okay, that's going to have to be pushed in. Come on. Hit this a little harder. Oh! It should have been there. So yeah, this YouTube episode I mentioned at the beginning. Oh, for goodness sakes. There we go. That's got it. And loading platform. 3 more, please. The audio is fine. Good. I'm trying to speak a little higher volume. Whoops, did I just take the brake off? Yeah, I don't want to do that. I want to keep the brake on. We're getting 6 in here, and then we're gonna try to do we're gonna try to do 3 medium logs, because I can get, there is a double short log trailer or medium log trailer I can get, and then I can put that, I think I can get 3 medium logs at a time, because I can't safely get 12 in here, but I can get 9 in here, no problem. Yeah, that's probably fine. There we go. Oh, and again, it's lower in the front. Good, that's exactly what I want. Make my life easier. Yeah, the car, it's, I bought it off of the guy that I go service. And again, it swings. Lower in the front. I bought it off of the guy that does my service. And he checked it all out and everything was fine. I bought it 2 years ago though. And the battery was not brand new. He just checked the battery to make sure it was, good. I should have just tried time it. That goes down there. They don't have to be straight. They'll get jostled around. I don't want them to fall out though, that's for sure. Either way, this will save time. What I might do is keep this truck here. No, I gotta move the other truck in there. Did we get it? Oh, got it, barely. Yeah, so the battery checked out. He checked everything out before he sold it to me. He even put brand new tires on it, because he's a really good guy. The service costs more. I could find someone to service the car for less money, but he's definitely got the integrity bonus. So that's who I go to, because his integrity is really good. He's told me on my other car, yeah, you really shouldn't bother to fix this. And it's hard to find somebody that does that. That'll tell you if something's not worth fixing. If I can get at least 3 small logs on here, and I should be able to. I know I can't get, or medium logs, I know I can't get 9 or 12 logs on here, but I think I can get 9 on here. Now this is ridiculously in the wrong spot. Now this is just going to have to get one end in and then rotate it. Over it. Okay. Oh, come on. A little more, you can do it. Oh, that one log is not quite in there all the way. So. They barely fit. You gotta be pretty accurate with the logging trailer to get them to fit. Okay. Oh! Yeah, it's sitting on this log, which is not quite in place. Yes, I've played MudRunner. I know how to play games with the logging crane. Come on, get in there. All right. That's probably good enough. Let's knock this one over a little bit. Okay, that's good. Now, do I dare put 3 medium logs on top of this? I'm gonna dare. Life is full of risk and fun and all that stuff. And now I want medium logs. 1, 2, 3. I'll just do 1 load of medium logs. Because I can get the 3 loads. I believe I can get the 3 loads with just 1 trailer. Right, and these will be a lot easier to find places for. I might even be able to do 2 at a time here. Maybe. 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 Actually, 2 at a time may not be the safest thing to do. I can't place them individually. The thing about 2 at a time is you gotta go really slowly. I'm not sure it saves you on that much speed over doing 1 at a time. 6 hours of SnowRunner tomorrow if you're watching on Twitch. Usually it's 3 hours on Saturday and 6 hours on Sunday. Only got time for 2 hours today because of my car situation. I want those in a good spot. That's not great, but maybe it'll do. Once they start driving, hopefully those will settle and 1 won't fall off, although it might. Okay, well, let's get the last one in here over on this side, and then if I have to move, I might have to move this long log. Usually this works pretty well, although, you know, based on my prior experience as well as watching people much better than me doing it, but it does have its risks. If you're going in really difficult terrain, you might very well lose a log because it's not going to be packed. Whoa, wrong button, please. Gently, gently. Gently. Oops, wrong way again. I'm at the limit. The way I did this, the way I picked it up, you can only go so far in turning. I'm at the limit. So I'm gonna want to get the back where I want it, and then I can just push it back and drag the crane over. Come on, get hooked in there. Get hooked in there. Now down, 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 over slightly, down, release. Okay, that's about it. Oh no, 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 no! Don't lift, lift, lift! Yay! I went right where I wanted. Okay. Now, how is that? Are those gonna settle, or do I need to mess with them? It looks to me like they're gonna settle. Yeah, they'll settle. Okay, so I'm fine. Okay, now this is a little trickier. I need to deliver them here and then dump the trailer, turn it over. And I'm going to take as long a flat a path as I can, which is probably through the snow, right? Or through the ice. The ice is tricky here. is this, can I go this whole way and avoid the ice just on the snow? I don't know. I've never tried this. I need to get eventually to here. I mean, I want to get to here eventually. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go on some of the ice. Now, there is a solid path through the ice here, but it doesn't go all the way. So, that's a rock, right? Yeah, so I got to go on that side of the rock. And then around trees into here. And now there is a path through here. It's a tricky path, but there is a path through here. Okay, and now we get the rest of these. And by the time I get this laid out, that might be it for this episode. Because I want to make sure that I'm done with everything by 7 o'clock. Because that's the earliest they would call here, 7 o'clock. And it's 5:15 now. Good old AAA. I've been a AAA member forever, especially good when I had a car that was 24 years old. My plan, I only get 4 services a year, and my year doesn't expire until August. But with this car, I'm not expecting more than 4 services. But this is going to count as 1. I could upgrade at any time. My last car, I think I had unlimited services, which came in handy. The battery will cost me money. It's actually not bad comparatively. Compared to other, I mean, it's more expensive if I put it in myself, but I'm not about to put it in myself because I'm not really a car guy, despite liking car games. And I live in an apartment complex. I don't really have a place to fiddle with stuff. I know I could put a battery in the parking lot without a problem if I chose to, but I don't have tools and all that stuff. So it's as cheap. Having AAA do it is as cheap as having my service people do it, because, like I said, they're a little bit pricier, but they are honest. Now, I'm not going to try to, oops, not that one. Definitely not going to take the train tracks. I think I can get all the way here without, wait a minute. Why do I still have the engine on? I can hear the engine running. I'm just wasting fuel now. Oh, and I'm down to 80 gallons. I might have to detach the trailer, run over to the trailer store on the way. We'll see how I feel once I get to buy the trailer store. But I'm definitely going to fill up at this fuel station because it's yeah, and I'm definitely avoiding the tracks because I can't go sideways. If I tip sideways, I'm going to lose logs. So you can see how precariously they are placed in there. And if I lose a few logs, I got to go back and pick them up. I'm not allowing myself to delete cargo unless I absolutely have to, like it's stuck in the river. Too far away from anywhere, too far away from any crane to get to it, even the big crane. Which, I mean, this is the biggest crane that can pick up logs, so. You get to here. All right. I will remind everyone again, crinklesmusic.com. If you type Xland Music in Twitch chat, or you just look in the description of any YouTube video, I am looking for suggestions to add to the music. And when this comes out on YouTube, it should still be early enough that I haven't actually taken time off and use those suggestions. But I have license to volumes 21 through 24 of their Soundtrack from the Box. And that's the name of their collections. This comes from volume 22 primarily. And so I'm looking for 3 suggestions each from volumes 21, 23, and 24. You do not have to, importantly, you do not have to buy anything to listen to the collection. You only need to buy it if you're going to use it like for non-personal reasons. You're gonna broadcast it or whatever, and then you have to pay for what is essentially a broadcast license. But you're only allowed, it's copyrighted but royalty free. So, you know, you do have a license to use it. And basically the license just says you have to give Crinkles Music credit in any YouTube videos and any Twitch streams, which is why the music comes up every so often on an auto bot on Twitch, and it is in every YouTube description. But I really like the background music, and I'm taking suggestions because if I don't get more suggestions, I'm going to have to use some of my roommate suggestions, and we all know I don't want that to have to happen. And yes, I said that just because my roommate walked into the kitchen. Oh, she had her headset on. She couldn't hear me. Too bad. Actually, I think she knows. If you listen to the songs I have, you know the style of the songs I want. Most of his stuff does, or most of their stuff, Crinkles stuff, does have that style to it. And this is where I want to go, right? Or is it? No, I don't think this is where I want to go. I think I need to go up. Ooh, I need to go up an icy slope? Yikes. I actually cannot get up here unless I go here and then along this ledge. And that ain't going to happen. What I may end up doing is dropping the logs off at the garage and then pulling out a truck that can take them. This is going to be a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I thought I could get to it from this road, but I really can't. I've been here before. I have to go over a rock ledge to get to here. And although you can go along this rock ledge, yeah, it's pretty dangerous, and I will definitely lose cargo. So I think I will shuttle them from here. So the trailer, I will dump the trailer there and shuttle them from there, loaded. Drop the trailer and leave the crane truck there as well. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Come on, you should start deleting. Delete! 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 You got to get the angle and everything just right. Delete, thank you. Okay. Okay, so I guess I could just drop them off by the garage and shuttle everything from there. It's not much difference. But I can get this load of logs here, and then I can get a truck with a medium trailer. I only have one load of medium, so I don't need the trailer. Truck with medium, and this truck will go up without the trailer. Yeah, that's how I'll do it. I'll dump the trailer over at the garage. All right, I'm at 45 minutes. I'm not going to go over 50 minutes, so I'll just be able to get a little start. And then I'm going to have to take my break. If you're watching on Twitch, it's just going to be a break. If you're watching on YouTube, though, that will be the end of the YouTube episode. But I'll get a little bit farther. Let's see if we can get through here. Find a path over the ice, get through here. Without losing any logs. Get to where the trailer store is, at least. Yeah, this is a lot better than going over the ice. But, yeah, there is a path here. I see the path. Does this path go all the way through to the other path? Does the path go all the way through, or do I have to go back? I have the path going this far, and then I have to turn around. But maybe there is a path through here? If there is, that'll be sweet. It may be. I haven't seen it yet. Trying to make sure I keep checking my phone. I tried to change the text message notification sound to be a little louder. And it didn't seem to take. I forced stopped the messaging app and restarted it. I might have to restart the whole phone. Or it might just not take. Oh yeah, this keeps going. This keeps going. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to ignore those markers. Now I may end up finding that it keeps going into a bunch of rocks, but I'm taking a chance. Click on the map. Yeah? Whoops. Delete. 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 And something like that is where I'm trying to get to. I know I can get to the right side of this rock, though, on a path, which is very, very important. And I know there's a path from here that takes me to the main road. That cross this line. Yeah, up, once I get to here, I can go through the swamp. So this path should take me there. You may not have seen where here was. There's no pointer at the game. It's right where I was looking with my eyes. You saw that, right? You knew what I was talking about. Here. Not... You know, as it is, I hate face cams. Could you imagine like a brain scan cam? That would be really scary. Okay, and now from here, I think it's through the swamp. This way. And through here, and then I think it's here and through there. But we'll see where the path is. I know the path goes the whole way, but it does go through the swamp. And I'm just about at 50 minutes. I am at 50 minutes, so we're going to leave this on a cliffhanger right here. maybe I should not park the car in heavy mud, but I'm going to pause it anyway. So we are going to leave this here. I will stop the engine. I will get a nice look at the truck, and I will say, Twitch, stick around. I'll be back in just a few minutes. YouTube, next episode is tomorrow, whatever day you're watching this, at noon U.S. Central Time, which is midnight in the U.K., almost always, yet almost never noon the next day in New Zealand. Depends on the time of year, thanks to daylight savings time. All right, Twitch, stick around. I'll be back in just a few. YouTube, next episode. Either way, I will see you then.